Can the 49ers win the Super Bowl? Here is the affirmative case, because I see 49er fans are being way too negative. Here's Albert Cook. He says, losing for 30 years, this franchise is trash. They couldn't win a Super Bowl to save their lives. Every year, it's more excuses. This guy says, I'm pretty sure the Niners would get their asses kicked even harder in a rematch against the Seahawks. And Eric Red says, it's not going to happen. Winning the Super Bowl, it's not going to happen. It's too much to ask. The team is too depleted. It was a good run. I'm at peace with not winning the Super Bowl. And odds are they're not going to win the Super Bowl. But here is the case for positivity, okay? Does the 49ers defense suck? Does a bear shit in the woods? Does a one-armed man swim in a circle? Yes, the 49ers defense frickin' blows, okay? It's true. But here's the thing. Everybody blows this year to some extent. Okay, Josh Allen missed a wide open receiver to win the game by 5 yards just a couple of weeks ago. Jalen Hurts, who I'm a fan of, I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I was rooting for him even when he was a backup to Carson Wentz. So I like Jalen Hurts. But he will randomly suck for like 7 quarters at a time. For seemingly like no good reason. He will inexplicably just suck for a couple of games at a time. So you might catch him when he's cold. Who knows? The Seahawks, I know everybody's jerking the Seahawks right now, but I'm sorry. They could only muster up 13 points against the worst 49ers defense in a decade. They topped out at 13 points. Are you terrified of the Seahawks? I'm not especially scared of the Seahawks. The Texans are good, but they're not the 85 Bears. The Jaguars, they're frauds. Aaron Rodgers belongs in hospice care. Bo Nix, no offense, but he looks R-worded. I mean that with all due respect. All due respect. And Bryce Young is literally worse than me. So, yes, the 49ers defense blows, but everybody blows this year in some way. And the way I would look at it is, like, what are my chances with Dua Lipa? What are my chances of pulling Dua Lipa? Not great, right? Not great. I think we would all agree. My odds of bringing home Dua Lipa are not great. But what about if the only people at the club were Dua Lipa, Vic Fangio, Danny Parkins, Ramona Shelburne, and, I don't know, Lowell Cohn? Okay, suddenly, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'll take my chances, you know what I mean? Lowell Cohn is a charming guy. Danny Parkins, he's funny, right? Funny guy. Ramona Shelburne, I'm sure she's a great conversationalist. Maybe they can connect on an emotional level. But I will take my chances, dude. I will take my chances. If not me, who? If not now, when? Okay, that's what I'm saying, dude. And 49er fans are being way too negative. How about you stop complaining and do something about it? Oh, but what can we do? Well, listen. Well, you can, first though, it's true. The 49ers do not have a top-end edge rusher, right? That's true. But what they do have are fans. Fans in the San Francisco Bay Area. Fans in the San Francisco Bay Area who are atheists. Who are Wiccans. Who are witches. Who have like ancient Chinese scrolls, dude. Let's cast some spells, bro. Let's cast some hexes. Let's cast some curses. Now, I can't do it. I can't risk the negative karma. I can't have the blowback. But you guys have to do it for the team. The team needs you, okay? So cast some hexes, cast some spells. Let's go, dude. LFG. Stop with the complaining. Stop with the learned helplessness. I'm sure the 49ers have fans in Korea. The Koreans are well known. They're very resourceful with the computer, North Korea. So, definitely do not leak Vic Fangio's game plan. Whatever you do, dude, don't do that. That's definitely not what you should do. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. Okay? It's wrong. I'm saying it would be extremely wrong for North Koreans to leak Kevin Patullo's playbook or Vic Fangio's playbook. That would be so bad. But seriously, don't bother with Nick Sirianni. I think Nick Sirianni's playbook is just like doodling. Don't bother with Nick Sirianni. I think his is like a coloring book. So don't bother with Nick Sirianni. That's a waste of time. For something you should definitely not do. Okay? If the 49ers have fans in the former KGB or in the FSB, right? I don't know. Definitely don't leak Vic Fangio's game plan, okay? Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that.